Hey, you guys. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Chit Chat. All honor, glory, and praise be to our one and only Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. The sweetest I know. I'm sure I have some witnesses out there. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about how important it is that you are selective about the people that you allow into your energy. And basically, I'm saying your lives, okay? As it pertains to your personal space. Now, of course, I know that there are people that are going to be in your lives that you may not want there, but they are still around you. So, in some way, that person does impact your life in some way. But I'm talking about as it pertains to who you allow to um, disrupt your peace or not disrupt your peace. That's what I mean. Um, Whatever is within your power to control, I would say by all means take authority. Because one thing I know about toxic people and toxic energies, um, misery loves company. And for those of you, if you've defeated um, a large number of your enemies, or all of your enemies rather, um, there are a lot of disgruntled people probably out there that don't like the fact that their schemes and their plans and their lies against you did not work. They don't like the fact that um, they were deceived by their own conceit, meaning they didn't know they were targeting a warrior. They didn't know they were targeting somebody that's not going to back down to them. They didn't know that they were targeting somebody that is fully secure within themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that everybody doesn't have little things about themselves that they want to maybe nip and tuck or whatever. And by that I mean, oh, let me do this way and do that way. And, I mean, nobody has a 100% perfect way of thinking because we are in a fallen state. But you all know what I mean by security. They couldn't attack your insecurities because none were there. And even if there are insecurities there, it wouldn't be anything they know about. You know what I'm saying? So, and really, what are your insecurities, you guys? Because even what you see as your insecurities or your flaws, other people may not see it that way. That's you being judgmental of yourself. So you must remember to mind the spirit of your mind, because as a man thinketh, so is he. And that applies to a woman as well. But anytime that you start calling out your enemies and putting them on blast and putting your truths out there, I'm hearing they don't have any more ammunition. But first and foremost, what I wanted to say is that they're not going to like it. And if you're very outspoken and bold like I am, and I am because I don't know of any other way to be, because I don't lie and I don't like deception. So what am I supposed to do? Be fake and phony and say this but mean that, or mean this and say that? No, I'm just gonna lay it out there on the table. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Okay, I know that's not correct grammar, but hey, I'm real. Not to say people that use correct grammar aren't real, but I'm just saying, look, y'all, we're just having a chit chat. But yeah, because y'all, these bloodline folks are something else, aren't they? They are something else, and I can just say that even from my own experience, that there are folk that never thought I would ever call them out. I guess they just thought they could continuously disrespect me and I would never call them out, but I know that devil to be a liar. And there have been people that have been called out in my conferences, and they're still shooting their mouth off indirectly, still saying little underhanded things. But what something like that needs to realize is that, look, I don't have low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I was telling you, and I'm talking to you like I'm really talking to you guys in person, but in one of my conferences I was saying something about how you could be around people that are jealous hearted and narcissistic, and they always will like to praise up other people in your presence because they feel like that's going to affect you a certain type of way, when if you are a secure person like me, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? When you know that you are every woman, why are you concerned about the business affairs or the economic affairs of another woman? You are too much in your lane to put on your signal to get in somebody else's and see what they're doing. And I know the last thing I care about is what another woman would have going on in her life. I don't care about another woman's style, what she own, what she may or may not own, how she put on her makeup. I don't care about things like that. That's her business. I feel like if it's a sister out there and she feels she's rocking it, rock on. But a narcissistic person who's insecure with themselves and jealous of you will always try to come in your presence and try to praise somebody around you as if to say, well, I'm going to praise her, but I'm not going to praise you. I'm the type of chick, I don't need your praise. I do enough of that myself. My Father which art in heaven, hallowed be his name, do enough of that towards me. So I don't need your praise. And I don't need your compliments either, to whoever that resonates with. I'm not talking to you guys, but I'm like I said, I'm still battling narcissistic people who think that their tongue is going to rule over mine, and it's not. Because I'm the type of chick. Every time the devil come at me, I may not come at him every time because I don't have time to keep to stoop to people's levels all day long. Else I would never get anything else done. But if I know that the devil is trying to come at me, and especially if it's something that isn't even half the woman that I am, yeah, I'm going to come back at you. And they always have to wait until they get around other people so that they can throw an indirect message at you because they're not woman enough to come in your face and tell you what it really is as it pertains to how they feel about you. But I'm the type of chick, I don't need no middleman. I don't need nobody around me to get a message across to somebody else. Although I think we've all done that. I think we've all sent indirect messages. I know I have. But I will also, in turn, send a direct message. So, hey, that's the type of chick I am. I don't know about you sisters and brothers out there. But I don't need no middleman to get my point across. Because whatever I have to say, I'll tell somebody to their face if they want to hear it. And I feel like that's the way to be, is direct. Don't say anything indirectly that you can't say directly. Sometimes you're not, I guess I'm supposed to say, oftentimes you're not in a position to say things directly, so you'll say things indirectly. Because sometimes in saying things indirectly, you're hoping the person gets the hint and going about their business, or get the hint and find out that you about it. But then sometimes you gotta address somebody directly to their face. I'm hearing a fool directly to their face. Y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm sure, out there. People got all sorts of stuff going on out there in their lives. So I'm sure somebody out there can relate to what I'm saying. These narcissistic people are something else in this world. It's almost like they are out of this world. They live in their own world. They've created their own system. They must not know that not everybody down here is going to take their mess, take their crap. There isn't but so much that anybody can take. And that's the reason why when I came back at my enemies, I came back full fledged. I came back roaring like an animal. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, look, enough is enough. Who do these people think they are? You're not going to keep putting your lying, nasty tongue on me, trying to make me look bad and projecting who you are onto me, trying to make me look bad in the eyes of other people, because I'm not going to take it, because I'm going to come back at you. And I don't know about you all out there, but I've overlooked enough stuff in my life. I'm like, no. Sometimes you got to come back at people. I'm telling you, you can ignore things, of course. Sometimes you got to come back at trash. I'm not the one. And then especially these out here that may have their mouth on everybody, worried about what somebody else owns when they didn't put not one nail nor one brick in the house they live in. It's an inheritance. Oh my gosh, you know what? These folks don't want to get me started. They don't want to get me started because I'm the type of chick, if you didn't get it from the dirt, don't put your mouth on somebody else that is getting theirs out of the dirt. And whether they have arrived or not, that ain't none of the person's business that is trying to critique your life. That's God Almighty's business. I don't know who people think they are, but they got the right one. Uh-huh. I'll let them know right quick. You got the right one, sucker. Uh-huh. Because people who have not walked the shoes of other people can't put their mouth on those people's struggles, challenges, or whatever Goliath they've had to face. Because some people, the only thing they've done all their life is leached off the labor of somebody else's hand. Because even the land that they live on, they didn't buy. The house they live in, they didn't buy. They didn't build. And a lot of this stuff that you see people out here with, it's an inheritance. They inherited it. I'm not saying everybody, but it's a lot of people out here got their mouth on other people, sitting on their tail trying to pass judgment on other people when they've never had to walk a day of their life in that person's shoes or anybody else's shoes. People like that need to shut up. If you ain't been about it, you can't talk about it. I think I got some witnesses out there. I'm just talking about these narcissistic people out here. I'm sick of their mouth. I tell you what. Always somebody shooting their mouth off about somebody, or got their mouth stuck up in somebody else's business and can't even maintain the business affairs of their own.